Hey. Let's read Proverbs. The Proverb of Solomon. Oh, Proverbs 1:1. The Proverb of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel. So, what are Proverbs? Let's find out. Proverbs. What's the definition of a proverb? Proverb. Definition. A short, pithy saying. Pithy? Pithy. Alright, what's pithy? Containing much pith. Pith. That doesn't help. Counsel and focus. Forceful expression. Pithy is a forceful expression, I guess. A short, pithy saying in general use. Starting a general truth or piece of advice. Piece of advice, I'll go with that. The Proverbs, so piece of advice of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel. Solomon must be a son of David. He was a good guy, I think. King of Israel. David was the king of Israel. Okay. For attaining wisdom and discipline, for understanding words of insight. So these proverbs are for that. Is what it sounds like. Proverbs of Solomon for obtaining, yes. Okay. So out of this, hopefully I'll get some wisdom or discipline or insight. For attaining a disciplined and prudent life, doing what is right and just and fair. Okay. Sounds good. All that makes sense, I guess. For giving prudence to the simple, knowledge and discretion to the young. All right. Prudence, I think I know what that means, but I would like to look it up. Acting with or showing care and thought for the future. All right. Because I'm sort of relating, I don't know if you can tell by the way I'm reading through this, it might be on the more simple side. Let's see, who is this for? This is for the simple or the young, I think. Let's continue. Let the wise listen, no, and add to their learning. Okay, that'd be like a teacher and stuff. I think we're going to be gaining prudence, or I will be. Acting with or showing care and thought for the future. Sounds good. All right. And let the discerning get guidance. Discerning, that's like figuring out what's right and wrong and stuff. Discerning. Having or showing good judgment. Yeah, all right. I thought maybe we'd get a little more out of that. Discerning, get guidance. Wise will add to their learning. Simple, get prudence, knowledge, and discretion to the young. Alright, let's continue. For understanding proverbs and parables, the sayings and riddles of the wise. Is that saying we have to understand these to get our prudence? Or add to the learning or whatever? Let me see. Hold up. For understanding proverbs and parables, let the wise listen and their learning, and let the discerning get guidance. For understanding proverbs and parables, the sayings and riddles of wise. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. So, if anything in here you don't like, or I don't like, must mean I'm a fool, I guess, is what I'm sort of getting from that. I don't know. I'm still stuck on number 6. For understanding proverbs and parables, the sayings and riddles of the wise. Like, oh, it's connected to number 5, I think. Letting the wise listen and add to their learning, and let the discerning get guidance for understanding proverbs and parables, the sayings and riddles of the wise. Think it's connected? We'll continue on. I don't know. That's one to look into, though. And sometimes, oh, what do we got here? Something on my phone. Sometimes, so we'll dig into that. Let's dig into that. I'm gonna use I don't know if you've ever heard of Bible Hub. Come on now. Alright, but we got Proverbs 1:6. And you go to Bible Hub. There we go. And it shows you all the different translations of the Bible. And just research that I had done in my past just to help me with this. So like NIV is more of a thought for thought. So taking that verse alone, and when it translates from Hebrew to that, thought for thought, like the whole idea. New American Standard is the most on, and like the New King James is word for word, so they just take that word. And then Contemporary English Version, which is on here, and apparently that's a phrase for phrase. It takes the whole section of verses. Sometimes that's helpful. Alright, we're looking at verse 6. For understanding Proverbs, actually, I want to look at 5 leading into 6 to see if it if you are already wise, you'll become even wiser, and if you are smart, you will learn to understand. Go to the next verse. Understand Proverbs sayings as well as words of wisdom. And all right. So 5 and 6 are bled together. All of them are bled together, I guess, but they felt like separate ideas at first. You know, for giving prudence to the simple, knowledge and discerning discretion to the young, letting the wise listen to add, and letting the discerning, get guidance. And I thought it sort of ended there and then was grabbing them all, but letting the discerning get guidance for understanding Proverbs and stuff. And actually, I'm hoping we fall under the I think I'm going to make it so that you guys can see this screen somehow, if I could figure that out. Let the discerning. Oh, having or showing good judgment. Sure. Darn it, it got cold. Been too distracted. Alright, verse 7. So, alright, what we grasped from the first part, or what I grasped, is that Proverbs is going to help us get smart just by reading them. That's not, don't take that to heart. That's what I got from it. But, I don't know. For this, I'd rather just I would rather just ask questions and then have God be able to reveal to you what the answers are. I mean, even if I have questions and I might be doing that because I don't know if I'm even on the right track. We'll see. Alright, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. Cool. Alright, check. Listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Listen to your elders. I guess there's nothing there that I didn't really understand. So we'll continue on. I'd like to try to ask as many questions as I can just so that we can really dig into it. They will be garland to grace your neck. Perfect. I don't know what garland is, so we'll figure out that. And why? So, listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. They will be a garland to grace your head, and a chain to adorn your neck. So all that doesn't make sense to me. They will be a garland. Let's look up garland. And actually, this might be a good one to look at Bible Hub, because I'm going to do that right now. Proverbs, which one are we on? 9. Let's look up this first. So, these are all the different ones of that. They are a garland to grace your head and a chain to adorn your neck. Next, and New Living Translation. What you learn from them will crown you with grace and be a chain of honor around your neck. Okay. New English Standard Version. For they are a graceful garland for your head and pendants for your neck. Nope, that doesn't help me any. For they are I don't know what this Bible. They are a garland of grace on your head. So that's the same thing. Indeed, they are graceful whether to your head and ornament about your neck. For they shall be, okay. And wear their teachings as you would a pretty hat or a lovely necklace. Okay, so see, that's why I wear those. That's a phrase for phrase version. It's like, yeah, that's not really what the verse exactly said, but it helps me understand. It's saying their teachings. Let's see. And wear their teachings as you would a pretty hat or a lovely necklace. So be proud of their teachings, I guess. That's sort of what I'm taking away from it. Let's look at the original. So, they will be a garland to grace your head and a chain to adorn your neck. So it's like stuff you're showing off. Your mother and father's teachings. So say please, and when you say it, be proud about it. Like, I don't know. This sounds right? Sure. That's good. Alright, we're not making much headway. But I like that. It's sort of fun. We only got through, well, let's see. My son, if sinners entertain you. I don't know. I actually wish I would have stopped at verse 7, after verse 7. But I just didn't feel like I'd been asking enough questions, or there wasn't enough that we were puzzled on. I really enjoyed 8 and 9, because at first that wasn't making any sense really. But now it hopefully does. I don't know. That's sort of what I'm thinking of doing with this channel. I don't know yet. I just know that I am unqualified and God is, and if there's no way you're learning anything from me. So if you learn anything from this, it's from God. So I hope that makes you feel better.